What's up guys, it's Girl and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about how I study for my extra exams and for school. So let me tell you about those. Okay, so first of all, I studied separately for school and for my extra exams, which were mostly AP exams. And for those, I first got the subject matter in first. Because I didn't know the majority of the content, I had to study all by myself and learn everything all by myself. So what I did was I spared close to 9 to 10 months before the exam to get the subject matter in and actually prepare myself for the exam by solving questions. But first always came the subject matter. And for that, most people say they only need like 3 months to prepare for the exam, but those are people who actually take these AP classes as their school subjects. So it's a lot easier for them because they see these subjects at school and they don't need as much extra study time as I did. So bear that in mind when you think about my case. And the reason why I actually spared close to 10 or 9 months was because I wanted to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry in these kind of situations. So the extra time I had, I utilized for other stuff or just studied extra hours. Okay, how did I do this? So the first thing I did was I ordered the books from Amazon and waited for them to arrive. As soon as they arrived, I looked at the amount of content and the amount of pages it covered. So let's say I had 300 pages of content I had to cover. And looking at those 300 pages, I had to cover them, let's say, in approximately 6 months. So that gives me 50 pages per month. And those 50 pages had to be covered in the amount of 4 weeks. So let's say I'm gonna have to cover 12.5 pages each week. Now, this really depends on how you study, but I usually did 3 sessions per subject. So that would give me around 4-ish pages to cover each session. So what I did was I tried to cover at least 4 pages per session. Sometimes I was under the limit, sometimes I was way over the limit, but the main goal was to actually finish those 300 pages in 6 months and spare the last 3 months to actually solve questions, which brings me to my next point. You need to solve questions for some of these exams. The AP specifically tests your ability to think critically and come up with solutions to questions and problems. So what I did the first time I took my APs was I only did reviews and spared the last month to solve questions. That was a mistake. The next year, which was last year, I actually put more emphasis on solving questions, and those were not just ordinary questions. The questions I solved came from College Board's official website. If you're studying for an exam, look at the organization that's administering those exams and solve the official questions that they publish. For me, those were the open-ended questions of the AP exams in the previous years, so I solved as much of them as possible. Sometimes I even finished each and every question, each and every year, each and every exam, so I did not really have any more questions to solve. I had only one rule when I was studying: don't rush anything and cram anything. I don't perform that well when I try to cram things, so I had to spare ample amount of time to actually get the subject matter in and solve the questions and do all that stuff to prepare for the exam. So I just spared ample amount of time to take it easy, take it casually, learn everything, and glean the information from the book over a long period of time slowly. That way I could actually understand, not memorize the subject matter, and perform better on the exams. And that's exactly what I suggest that you do. It depends on your personality, but from what I've seen over the years, most students are better off if they have a lot more time to study and they take it slowly. They're better. So learn what type of a person you are and study according to that. Now that's what I did for the extra exams. When it comes to school, it was way different. So after I came home from school, I went to the gym, did all that, and I usually only spared 30 to 60 minutes a day to just review what I had done that day at school, and that was it. That was what I did for school each and every day, and just spared all my time for those extra study hours, which was for the AP exams. But this was different when it came to Sunday, which was my school study day. And on Sunday, I woke up, did all what I had to do, and just went straight to work. I solved questions for each and every subject, and I just mainly did reviews for those subjects which I had no questions for. So that was pretty much how I utilized my Sundays. I just focused solely on schoolwork and did nothing else. Okay, so this is how I did, and this is how it worked for me. I just spared one day for school, and that was enough for me. That can be a lot different for you if you're actually taking AP classes at school, but the main point is you should find what's right for you. Take this with a grain of salt, the examples what I gave you, but you can also try them and see if they're right for you. You can never know if something's right for you before you try it, so try everything you can find and slowly form the program that's right for you. So that's how I did. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment down below or reach out to me if you have any questions about my program or just need my help. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.